she thought something had happened to her child, that perhaps she'd been kidnapped, and realized shortly after sending authorities to see if her daughter was okay that it was true that her daughter no longer wanted to have contact with her. And she was asking me if I knew about this trend in the country. And I
Calling going no contact with family a trend is like calling women who divorce their husbands after no-fault divorces were legalized a trend. It's not like harmful parents or some new thing. It's the fact that adult children are finally able to do something about it. So I've been seeing that reel that I stitched all over my feed since Thanksgiving, and now that the holidays are over, it's time to talk about it. Labeling no contact as a trend flattens something profoundly complex. For many people like myself, creating boundaries with family members is something that comes as a culmination from years of reflecting and boundary set, well, attempts at boundary setting, actual boundary setting, but then that not being respected, and then emotional labor, all kinds of chaos. It is hardly impulsive. It's a decision that's made with a lot of thought behind it, and often many years of, as I said, emotional labor going into it. Also, quickly, sidebar, it's rich that this is coming from Oprah, who of all people has spoken at length on her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show, about toxic family relationships and no contact and just spreading that kind of message out into the world. And then on top of that, she has a fraught relationship with her own mom, who, if I'm not mistaken, she was no contact with for 7 years. So what? Anyway, I digress, and it's getting dark. Let's turn the light on. Calling it trendy completely overlooks the intentional work that these people are doing to heal themselves so they can participate in community in a healthier and more grounded way. Shouldn't we be applauding that? And at the Financial Diet, we talk constantly about how being part of a community, socially, emotionally, financially, requires effort. But how are we to expect people to contribute meaningfully when they are entangled in harm in their own homes? So sometimes taking a step back from family is the exact work that needs to be done to show up as a whole and well adult.